Hey, cousins. What's happening, y'all? Listen, I got an extra day off because ain't nothing was going on. You know, I don't like to be up here rambling. So, we're going to talk about boundaries. That's one big thing that I do at work all day is talk about boundaries and why it's important. Now, these days, enforcing your boundaries, you're called sensitive, pussies, chumps, um what's the other word, simps and all that, because you tell somebody what you don't like, what you will not allow. When a woman enforces her boundaries, she's usually called a bitch. Now she's called masculine and all these other weird ass things. Okay, so what I'm talking about, so Soraya, aka Peach, she had to tell a fan to keep their lips, hands, feet, and ass off of her. She's down to the signing. And I guess when she was standing up to give a hug, a fan tried to kiss her on the lips. First of all, do you know how fucking disgusting that is? Secondly, we all know traditional pro wrestling fans look traditional, okay? And what I'm talking about, usually got an odor to them, got dookie in their drawers, shoes is rolled over, right? Got a wrestling shirt or a shirt with corn on the front. You understand? Teeth kind of brownish and rigid, right? Bad acne. And I'm not talking about like hormonal acne or something. I'm talking about just nasty pizza face because you greasy and oily. You look wet. You got that hyperdrosis shit. Your hands, palms is wet. You licking your lips all crazy. And you coming up there talking about, I'm your biggest fan. And she's like, oh, okay, well, come take a picture. Let's have a hug. And you get it in your mind that you're going to put them nasty, baloney ass lips on this woman's mouth. And you thought she was going to roll with it. Man, listen, let me tell you about these fans real quick. We got to talk about boundaries in these fans. I just, not just, but recently reminisce Ron Artest, Ben Wallace and them beating the dog shit out the fans. And you know what? And even when I watched that documentary back, the battle at the palace, Malice at the Palace, I still say that them dudes was done wrong. I still say them dudes was done wrong. And even now, you got a race war between Angel Reese and what's that, Caitlin Clark, and it ain't even them two. It's the fans that literally, the white supremacist fans chose Caitlin Clark, and I guess the black fans chose Angel Reese. And so whenever anything goes on, they just converge. Meanwhile, y'all say y'all ain't give a fuck about women's basketball, but you have turned this into your own de facto race war. Okay? I don't care what sport it is. Fans have no boundaries whatsoever. Now, going back to the Malice at the Palace, those fans was fucking with them players after they either, I don't even remember if they won or lost. Either way, the players is trying to leave, do their thing. Them fans is acting stupid, throwing food, talking cash shit. And I know Ben Wallace was like, y'all remember Ben Wallace? That motherfucker came straight from the hood, okay? He probably was like, you know, I'm gonna come up in the stand and whoop your ass. And they was like, you ain't gonna do a motherfucker thing. Well, this time, the fans got their ass whooped, okay? Jermaine O'Neal, all them dudes getting fined and suspended, all because of professionalism. But motherfuckers got feelings, guts, bones, and all kinds of shit. Why I gotta stand here and deal with the shit you giving me, and I'm trying to give you a service? Basketball players are there to entertain. Yes, they are also there to make their money and play the sport, but it's entertainment. Okay, Soraya, aka Paige, entertainer, because pro wrestling ain't a sport. Different conversation for a different day. Okay, football, sport. Y'all in the stands calling people monkeys and throwing bananas and shit. Soccer, oh my goodness. Or football, right? Y'all giving them soccer players hell, and God forbid they black. Because, baby, y'all let them hurl. You know what people say? Oh, well, it's the sport. It's the sport. OSU, I told y'all, OSU got some of the worst fans I've ever experienced living out here. I've seen them celebrate when they win, and I've seen them celebrate when they lose. And when they lose, they burning the place down. And when they win, they burning the place down. Let that quarterback be black. Let him not get that ball up that field like he's supposed to in a game against Michigan. Fuck all the other games. It's just the Michigan game. When I tell you he getting called everything but the child of God, and it's a wonder the boy even make it to the football field the way these folks out here converge. Like that's all they know. It's even customer service. I don't work so many jobs through temp agencies and have my longevity and stuff like that. And the disrespect, customer service, whether it's a store, a restaurant, I'm giving you a service, you disrespecting me. Then you telling me how stupid I am because I'm doing a job that you here to get the service from. Now I'm going to spit in your food and put the bun between my butt. Right between my butt cheeks. You don't never disrespect people that handle your food. Didn't nobody ever know that rule? So back to pro wrestling. We have had an issue with boundaries for a very long time. I remember Roman Reigns. It's a video out there, a short where Roman Reigns was at the top. You remember when the Shield used to come in, and this bitch reached across and grabbed his ass, and you can see him lift up a little bit. Like these people are married. These people are in relationships. Right? Y'all had your chance. Before they blew up, y'all was down to the Wizard World. I remember Roman Reigns was right here at Wizard World. You used to see Roman Reigns for $50, okay? Them hoes was all, you damn near, all they had to do was climb up on top of that man the way they was acting. Okay? Hugging everybody, looking all awkward. Go look at awkward fan pictures, WWE. No boundaries whatsoever. You ain't picking up on no body language. You ain't picking up no vibe. You just in there to press your penis up against your favorite female wrestler. And it's gross. And it happens with men most of the time, okay? That's just a fact. Now here's the thing. Even I crack a joke. We know Sera has a colorful past. These para relationships. What's a para relationship? Where you think you know these people because of what they show you, right? A lot of people are in para relationships with people they enjoy, right? So you go see these people, and it's always somebody who feel like they could tell you what to do, what they like, what you should be doing, because they feel like they know you. Right? So he probably moved in and wanted to kiss her because of the OnlyFans, because of the porn and the exposure of her body and things like that. That still don't mean it's open season because somebody got an OnlyFans and got their titties on TV. That's not what that is, and y'all have to understand that. Shit happens. Whether shit is on purpose or revenge or by mistake. Just because you see somebody's inside of their vagina and up in their butt don't mean you could come and put your hands on them. That's not how they work. So if I'm sitting here explaining that boundaries are important in society as a whole and in the world, somebody say I'm sitting here on my soapbox or waxing poetic or just circle jerking and all this other shit as if I don't know what it's like to have my boundaries crossed. Oh, I know what it's like to have my boundaries crossed, okay? Shit. It's very off-putting. It's a very awful thing to feel. Men have their boundaries crossed just like women. This isn't just concentrated to women, but right now it's about Sera. You do not go and try to put your mouth on people you don't know. Especially with all kind of diseases and shit going on. Sera went on to say, it's crazy I have to say this shit, but if you come to my signings, please don't try to kiss me anywhere, especially on my mouth. He wasn't able to because I moved, but Jesus fucking Christ. She shouldn't have to say that. A majority of fans are respectful. The unsettling moment underscores a persistent issue in the industry, the violation of personal space, particularly toward women during meet and greets and public appearances. It just is what it is. I don't know what's being promoted. Well, I do know what's being promoted these days in the public square. And I would just suggest, please talk to your sons and daughters. people who are already old and set in their ways, you're going to get the shit knocked out of you. That's what's going to happen. You're going to get slapped, scratched, or just bust to the white meat until you figure out that you can't cross up people's boundaries because you want to. You cannot do that. So I'll leave it with this. And let me say this. Even when I sit here and crack jokes, stuff like that, some people might say that's crossing boundaries. And it's all in good fun. Even that, and that could also be, you know, considered justification. Um, but when you are like a shock jock and you talking about a wrestler and the way she wrestles because she can't fuck good, that's crossing boundaries, right? So I'll leave it with this. Kofi Kingston said, and I quote, "Don't think because you bought a ticket that you have the right to shake my hand. Don't come up to me and say, well, I bought a ticket to the show, so I should be able to get a picture, and you're obligated to come over to me. That's not true. I don't have to do that. Don't come over here with the flight on the airport. That's a big place," they said. "Don't come over here and try to shake my hand and try to take a picture with me early in the morning when I'm trying to go to work. If I'm sitting in first class when you're on your way to last class, don't sit there with your camera and do thumbs down so you can get a little viral shot." And it's called coach, okay, not last class. He also said on social media, don't like the pictures and posts when people post disrespectful pics like that. Don't like them because you perpetuate that. You perpetuate the negativity. He said, if I'm in my everyday life, going to work, doing what I do, if I'm hanging out with my family, I don't need you to tell me how much I suck, because look here, that means I don't suck. So don't come across as a liar when you tell me what I do. Now, I'll say this, then I'm hanging it up. When you see people with their family, let's use critical thinking. I've living in New York City, I've seen plenty of stars. And when I tell you, I be wanting to go over there and be like, oh, first of all, I'm never gonna do that because I just ain't. And number two, these people with their family. I know if I'm with my family, I don't need no funky motherfuckers coming up to me talking about, "Hey, no, 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 no." I'm very feral when it comes to my family and my friends and the people who I hold very near and dear to my heart. Like, I will bite you and draw blood. So I just think we as fans, we need to do better. If you are raising a fan, little kids, you need to show them what boundaries is and what's wrong and what's right. I don't think this is a big issue, and it shouldn't even be a goddamn debate. But guess what? It's gonna be. Tell me what y'all think in the comments.